Hey guys, this is Apple Gamer 24/7. I'm here to give you guys a predictions video today on the iPhone 5/iPhone 4S keynote event that's going to happen next Tuesday. I just want to give you guys sort of like my predictions. So if you see me look over this way, it's because I just have some notes on the side that I want to make sure stuff I cover. So if you see me looking over this way, that's what I'm doing. So the first thing I do want to talk about is that the design may or may not change. I think the design will change. I think it will go from the traditional iPhone 4 from a teardrop design, sort of like the iPod Touch is really thin, but it also packs a lot of features. I think they're going to put all this into a slimmer pack, which I think is kind of nice. I would like to see the design change because Apple does really need to design the antenna, and I actually don't like the glass now that I had the phone for over a year and a half because the glass is not as scratch proof as Apple said it was. I still have scratches on my phone, and I think if they can make it less scratch resistant and make it thinner, I think that would be cool too. But I think Apple has a lot of competition to do with the Samsung Galaxy S2 phones. Those are pretty thin phones, so I think Apple could do a lot better job making their phone thinner. I think that teardrop design is actually pretty cool. I actually do like the design. Or Apple cannot change the design and just leave it as a traditional iPhone 4 case, but shove all the new features in it. One of the big things that we're definitely going to see in this particular keynote is that we're definitely going to see a dual-core A5 processor as we saw on the iPad 2. So that's going to be definitely making its way. So there's going to be better performance and better gaming graphics, and just overall a big speed boost from what we originally see with the A4 chip. It's going to definitely have a 8 megapixel camera. I believe I read online a few days ago that Sony was going to be the manufacturer for the 8 megapixel sensors for the iPhone 5, but I'm not really too sure on it. So it's definitely going to have a 8 megapixel camera, possibly 1080p video recording. But I wouldn't hold my breath on the 1080p video recording. I'd be fine if it was 720p because I think the iPhone 4 camera running at 720p is actually really good as well. So I would be okay if it's still left at 720p, but I think there's going to be a big chance that it's going to jump from 720p to 1080p video recording. AT&T and Verizon are definitely going to carry the phones, even if it's a iPhone 4S, which is just a upgraded iPhone 4 dedicated to the prepaid market, and the actual iPhone 5 for the regular smartphone market. You lock into your contract, you buy your iPhone 5. So I think AT&T and Verizon are going to carry both phones. There's also rumors that Sprint will be getting the iPhone 5 as well, because I believe a few weeks ago there was leaks of Apple logos in Sprint's inventory. So when you looked on Sprint's inventory, there's Apple logos. So that's definitely seeing that there's going to be an iPhone 5 running on Sprint, and there's also going to be a possible iPad 2 running on Sprint's 3G network as well. iOS 5 is going to be definitely shown off and released. I think Apple has a few more tricks up its sleeve that I didn't show at the actual iOS 5 keynote. I think they're going to show off their voice assistant, which is basically you talking to your iPhone, and basically you can tell it to send a text message to somebody or call somebody or tell you to make dinner reservations for somebody. I don't know. It's just going to be like this big voice assistant like you see on Android phones, which I think is going to be kind of cool because instead of fumbling with the touchscreen as you walk it, you could probably hit a button and hold the home button for a certain amount of seconds, and you can tell it what to do. You can tell it to text your friend Bob, and it will text it. So I think that's going to be really cool. I would like to see, but that's going to come across every device that supports iOS 5, the 3GS, the iPhone 4, and possibly the iPhone 4S and the iPhone 5. So that's more of an iOS 5 feature, and also the actual release date is going to be shown off as well. What day we can finally download iOS 5 to our iOS 4 devices and upgrade. So yeah, another thing I would like to see, this is my personal opinion, is that they need to have an unlocked model because I'm stuck into a 2-year contract to AT&T, and for me to buy the new iPhone 5, I have to break my contract, give AT&T, I believe, $200 for an early upgrade fee, upgrade my phone, buy the phone, then I pay a $50 activation fee for a new SIM card. I think that's a lot of money, so if I can just go out and buy the unlocked version, I think that would be nice. So I think AT&T and Verizon and Sprint and Apple should take into consideration that there's going to be a unlocked version. Now, as supported network frequencies that it will be on, it will definitely be running on 3G, no 4G. Yeah, I think 4G will come with the iPhone 6, whatever they call it next. So there's going to be 3G iPhone 5 running on AT&T, Sprint, and Verizon. So there's gonna be no 4G. If you want 4G, I recommend picking up another phone. But as far as the iPhone getting 4G, I would expect it to be next year at the next iPhone keynote, possibly the iPhone 6. So that's basically what I'm expecting to hear. I believe we're going to see possibly two new iPhones, the iPhone 4S and the iPhone 5, iOS 5's release date, and possibly some new features that Apple didn't show us at the iOS 5 keynote. So there's possibly some new features of iOS 5, two new iPhones, and possibly a new carrier. So that's basically what I'm expected to see at the iPhone 5 keynote that's going to happen on Tuesday. I'll probably make another video recapping what happened on that keynote probably that day. So if you guys have any questions, I'll just leave it down below, and I will see you guys.